What's up, everybody? Hey, it's CornbreadReturns. Hey, I'm just starting a brand new BattleTech Let's Play. For those of you who are not familiar with the channel, it's new. I'm starting it out. So if you are new to the channel, which is most likely, be sure to hit that subscribe and like button if you like what you see. Today, as you probably already got, we are playing BattleTech. We are in version 1.4, and when 1.3 came around, there's some pretty big changes. I played the game back last year, I think around March, April it was released, and you know, it was just brand new, and the game has changed quite a bit since then. So I said, you know what? Why don't I start a brand new Let's Play? We are not going to be playing the Flashpoint DLC. It's just a raw game with the new mechanics, with the new 1.4, fresh from the beginning, brand new campaign. And then, you know, eventually, I think, as we finish the campaign, we'll move over to some kind of the career mode, which is absolutely fantastic. But just for today, we're going to go ahead and start a brand new campaign right from the beginning. I will eventually post a link in the description below where you can kind of skip the tutorial stuff, because we are going to be going over the tutorial. I know it's the non-fun stuff. It's like, hey, use your jump jets to jump here or go here, and that kind of sucks. But that being said, once we get beyond beginning, it's always a blast to look at new mechs and all that kind of stuff. So hey, thanks for coming out, and this should be a ton of fun. This game is so good. I just have such a, you know, I was a fan. I was a big fan of the Mech Warrior games when I was really little. I'm 30 years old now, and when I was, man, I must have been, you know, 9, 10. I was playing, you know, the first Mech Warrior 2 Mercenaries and stuff like that on, you know, old, you know, original Windows 95, that kind of stuff, and so I've always just had an affinity for these games. This is a little bit different because it's a strategy type game. Excuse me, I'm just cleaning off my glasses right now. So this is a strategy style, and it really takes after the board game, which is, I guess, phenomenal. I've never played it. You know, I can never convince my friends to get together and play board games. Everyone's got lives now. Everyone's got wives and children. Bah. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, and so I've never played the board game, but man, I have had a ton of fun with this game. I've played through the campaign before, and so yeah, I kind of know what I'm doing, but I'm hoping to get some kind of a video up on the channel eventually with just some kind of tips and tricks. But you know, hopefully I can kind of, you know, share a little bit of my knowledge about the game so far. But it's a great story. It's very fun, and you know, yeah. So here we go. The story is, it's okay. You know, it's just this lady who is cast out, and you'll get it throughout the thing. But it's pretty sweet, pretty awesome story, and they do some pretty compelling things within the missions.
For the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, just in my money.
Or just money.
But whether it was your noble,
well, hey,
or
I mean, we're Mech Warrior mercenaries here, right? We're in it for the money.
Gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it.
So one of the big changes, I think, that they brought with the 1.3 patch, if I'm not mistaken, was just a lot of big changes to the character progression and how your mech pilots get better. They nerfed a couple of things, they buffed a couple of things, and I just think it brought a little better of a balance. Even when I just revisited my other campaign, I was like, oh wow, this is totally different. You get to retrain all your guys. All right, so here we go. This is kind of picking your backstory. It doesn't matter too much. It's just kind of like, you know, gives a little bit of your backstory. So here's the periphery, that kind of stuff. How about, let's see here, the Laren Commonwealth, Steiner. Mecha warriors who hail from the Laren Commonwealth tend to be hardy, well-equipped, and well-trained, though they have also earned a reputation for not being particularly strategic thinkers on the battlefield. Wealth is the greatest strength of the merchant princes of the Laren Commonwealth, ruled by House Steiner. Despite a number of humiliating defeats in the 2 succession wars, the Laren Commonwealth has bounced back thanks to combined strength of its economy, the biggest of the 5 great successor states, and its control of the inner sphere's largest functioning battle mech factories. What Lyrian Commonwealth may lack in military prowess, it makes up for raw numbers and industrial scale. Hey, sounds good to me. I don't think this has a massive impact on the game, if I remember correctly. It doesn't. So let's just do it. It sounds good. Though immigrants to our rich, your family establish a comfortable presence in a small backwater system in the edge of Arigan space. I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this, people. So you're just going to have to bear with me a little bit. By the time you were born, your family had to become the de facto ruling nobility of the childhood. You were oldest child, heir to the ancestral battle mech. An old Blackjack BJ1. Yeah, Blackjack's pretty sweet. You know what? I always kind of like, I don't like to play the victim here. My family died in an accident. It makes you sound like Batman Bruce Wayne. I think, play the betrayal last time, and I like that. I like it. Somebody betrayed me, right? You get gunnery and guts. I absolutely love the way that they reworked guts in the 1.3 patch, and you'll kind of see that. It's just overall really, really good thing to get. You get bulwark and stuff like that. It's a phenomenal trait. I like it. Let's do it. So here's my secondary. Okay, coalition soldier. Unsure of your prospects. You try to recover me. I don't know. What do you think? Gladiator? If I inside there, you were eked out as a living gladiator. I kind of like that, right? I kind of like that. Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe, Gladiator, Spaniard. I like the idea of that, just instead of swords and shit, it's just mechs. You were a low-level champion, down on your luck, the bad fight away from the gutter, until Raju heard about you. He trekked all the way to Solaris to offer you passage to the Oregon Reach and the job in the House Arano. Right, so you all end up in the same place. This guy finds you. He kind of becomes your thing. Obviously, our call sign's going to have to be Cornbread. Oop, got my cam stomp on. I don't know. Should we be... Oh, they got pronoun here, man. Damn. He, she, they. I am a he. You can call me he. That works for me. Yes, let's go... Let's go. Oh, Alfredo. I kind of liked that. Pavel. Wow. Pavel Glass. Yeah, let's do that. Kind of like the bald guy with the scar across his face, but he looks really nothing like me. Someday I will do some kind of a video stream, and you guys can see what I actually look like. This is the guy I chose last time. You know what? We'll go with it. I got shaggy brown hair. Sometimes I sport a beard. Not quite this length, but you know what? Screw it. That's what we're going to go with. Hey, your character background. Decades ago, your family came to the Oregon Reach from the Lyrian Commonwealth, blah, blah, blah. Yes, but we got gunnery, we got tactics, we got piloting, we got good guts. That's what it's all about. Gunnery, guts for me. Eventually, we will get a guy with tactics because there's some pretty good, there's some pretty solid traits that come with that. Some kind of like a sensor lock is pretty good. But yes, this sounds good. All the boring stuff, hopefully out of the way. I know there's a little bit of training that we are going to have to do, I know. And here we go. The highlighted Anton is dead. I am going to let these play for you guys just in case you never checked it out before. But, we will just let it go. And you guys can kind of see the story a little bit. And kind of see. I wish I could progress it a little bit faster. I cannot. Lord Santiago Espinosa, brother-in-law of the and to late High Lord, is convinced the slow-moving council of founding houses must be dissolved. His proposed directive would conscript their house guard and centralize the power under a single throne. However, the High Lord's heir, the noble Lady Kamea Arano, is determined to rebuild the Reach without transforming it into an authoritarian state. She refuses to enact her uncle's directive and has rebuked the vehement pleas to reconsider. On the morning of Lady Arano's ascension to the throne, her loyal captain of the guard, Raju Mastiff Montgomery, makes preparations to escort her safely to the coronation procession that awaits in Cordia City. Ah, yes, and this is where we pick up, if I am not mistaken. And, of course, they escort them in massive armed battle mechs. Makes a lot of sense, right? Yeah. I mean, this is BattleTech, so. Oh, man. I can imagine these load times being pretty brutal if you didn't have a solid-state disk. I know, humble brag right there. I got a solid-state. I mean, they're pretty cheap these days, but, man, there's some... I think it's gotten a lot better, actually, since launch day 2, so... Highly recommend, though. Very good. Saw wheat. All right, here we go. So yeah, I'm pretty sure these are kind of these beginning training missions and stuff like that. Yes, use them around. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Yup. Yeah, use the right mouse button. Q or E. I like the right mouse button a little bit better. Okay, Cornbread. I had the Espinosa. Refit yards. Rush the repairs on your blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece, but we should run some diagnostics on it just to be sure. Standard field test. You know the drill. More importantly, though, I want to tell you more about the job I brought you here out to do. Now do me a favor and get that battle mech moving. Let me see if there are any kinks in the actuators. Well, yes, sir. Let's go ahead and select me and Wahoo. I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since the High Lord Tamati's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Kamea's safety during the coronated procession. Well, I would be too. It sounds like there's foreshadowing going on here. Anyway, looks like your actuators check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burnout old urban mechs and open fire. Yes, sir. I think we can do that, sir. Let's go ahead and grab it. By the way, yes, I am running. I should let everybody know I am not running any mods. This is just the base game. I figured it's a good way to start. Base game, no DLC, no expansion. Eventually I will get the DLC, and we will do some kind of a video on some of the changes. Maybe starts maybe when I do the career mode, I'll have the DLC on there. There was some cool stuff that they added. Some new mechs, that kind of stuff. Good shot. Your guns are in working order at least. Yes, they are. Yes, the guns are in working order. I've been training Lady Urano since she was 14 years old. She can be naive sometimes and proud, but I have no doubt she'll be just an effective ruler. It's on us to see her safely to Cordia City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital with her cousin Victoria by her side. Lady Victoria, well, she's been training under me since for a single season, but she's ready to ship herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth be told. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer. You see that drone over there, the one moving through the tree line? Put some hurt on it for me. Take it out with a rear angle shot, and let's keep it moving.
Kamea's like a daughter to me. And her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
Okay, let's take it out. I don't know why I had to commit all weapons to it. Didn't quite do it.
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kamea since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in the fight.
Well, I appreciate, coming on the top of that pecking order. Nice shot. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with Aragon politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by the Howlor and Tamini's death. It needs a smooth transfer of power, and Kamea belongs on the Kamorant throne? My goodness. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want to see if you can descend this clip face. Aim for that patch of ground over there at the edge of the lake. Man, I'll tell you, transfer of power, it sounds like American politics. We are not going to talk about American politics. Okay. Smooth transfer of power.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
I do love that. I love that about this game is when you go into water, you can just get massively cooled off, especially keep some heat sinks in your legs. Oh, nice. Great. Oh, for the love of the gods. This is what I get, excuse me, for insisting on a rush job. Not that I had much of a choice. The Espinosa refit yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe. It looked like they were trying to process every single Royal Guard meg in time for the coronation. There isn't any time to get your jets replaced. We've got to do without them. Go ahead and take that mech down with a melee attack. I want to be sure there's nothing else going to break down before your blackjack before you get on the road. All right. Yes, sir. It's my turn again. And let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, V is the shortcut for melee. Really easy. Actually, it's really nice. Melee is fantastic because it doesn't take any heat, which is just awesome. Which is, just a huge, huge advantage, especially if you have heavier mechs in the battlefield. If you can get within melee range, you can really do some damage. Give those heat sinks a chance to cool your mech off as well. Awesome, awesome. Sweet. Congratulations, Cornbread, your blackjack's as combat ready as it can be. Yeah, given the circumstances, say. Yeah, my jump jets don't work, but sure. For what it's worth, I hope that any suspicions turn out to be unfounded, and we end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid man I've become. But if not, I know that you'll be ready. All right, it's time to be back. Later, I was making post in the mech bay. Wahoo!
Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours.
Let's go ahead and sprint.
Controls
Controls are pretty intuitive too, man. I'll tell you, just moving around the map, working everything, the number pad, it's all good. It really works well. The soon-to-be highlight is on this channel. Victoria, for the time being, my father has summoned me to the Picton Docks. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of the family refit yards to preside over the court before the coronation. Behold, the responsibilities of a noble daughter. A fount of tedium that never runs dry. I know the feeling, cousin, and by this time tomorrow I'll be responsible for the entire reach. Give my best to your father, and don't be late for the tourney. The gambling dens are now taking bets, and how long it'll take to cripple and customize the monastery pilot. Bold words, cousin, but the only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. You may be ascending the throne today, but my Kaga is more than a match for the family heirloom that you call a battle mech, and in the arena I reign supreme. Ooh, a little chuckling. We'll see, cousin, we'll see. Oh, this is very good. At any rate, I will see you at the tourney grounds. Sir Raju, I'm ready to go when you are. Overland, along the Cornbread Road. Now, there's nothing like a little nepotism, right? Just getting handed down from one family member to the other one. Hey, Kamea, we'll get you out there in one piece. Cornbread, fall in behind me. And remember what I told you. Yeah, really, really. Okay, there it is. Just like that, people. So, very exciting stuff, I know. I'm trying to keep it, lively and extremely exciting for this first episode. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You'll find, as we go in this game, heat is a very big deal, which is, I think, part of the tutorial there, that you can use water to cool it off. But yeah, heat is, it's a big deal if you've ever played MechWarrior Online or any of the newer games, but, it's the main limiting factor behind weapons, weapon systems, that kind of stuff. Weight and heat. That's what it's all about.
Reach of old, the time of the Great Expansion.
Great Expansion.
I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition.
So I'm sure other people know the history and the lore in this game a lot better than I do. I think this takes place a little bit before some of the events in some of the MechWarrior games, in kind of the BattleTech universe. This is kind of like the middle era, I believe. I don't know. If you know anything more, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear a little more about it. You can read all about it, and the year that we're in and that kind of stuff. But basically, a lot of the technology that we're unlocking is like long lost, right? And then apparently in the later BattleTech timeline, a lot of that technology is unlocked, and people have it again. So it'll be interesting to see where the MechWarrior 5, when it comes out, falls in that timeline.
I take up arms against my own niece, but remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength.
Right.
So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate.
Nothing like a little rebellion, right? Yeah, there it is. The coronation has been, needless to say, everybody took a little more offense to the nepotism, the handing of the throne, the staying the family, the monarchy, you could say. Some people clearly have taken exception to that, and I can't blame them too much, I suppose. But Lady Arano, she's good. We like her. All right. Turrets can sensor lock your units, allowing them to be hit by indirect fire. Being analyzed, that means that you are not safe. Thank you. Yeah. Right. Is, if you're running really hot, it's actually quite wonderful to get in close and start meleeing people. And so you can usually get some pretty nice advantages by using that. All right, let's go ahead and start. Hey, there I am. Hey, there's us three. I'm going to miss this, Raju. The clarity of purpose I felt within the cockpit of the battle mech. The simplicity of it, but there they are, just up ahead, the city gates, and my future all laid out before me. Right. No foreshadowing there at all. Oh, wait, what's that smoke? My God. I haven't heard anything about a fire.
I don't like it. Kid, keep your head on a swivel and be ready for anything.
Right. Yeah, like, we're all supposed to be protecting Lady Arano, but she is absolutely a badass. She's got this great mech. Some sort of explosion looks recent too. Do you think it was an accident? No chance. You see the score smudge? Oh, that's laser fire. We need to get you out of here, Kamea, right now. Yes, I think you're right. There's a patrol of Royal Guard mechs up ahead. We should go to them.
Whatever's happening here, I
Or should we?
Your people need you.
Oh, they gonna derail.
Prove myself worthy of the faith you've placed in me.
I don't want to take the road. There's a passage right through here, so let's do that. If you can, it's really a good idea in this game to not just be out in the open. The AI is smart enough to attack your weakest points, so either your most threatening mechs with the least amount of cover. The AI is pretty good. So
Moving out.
let's just say you want to be ready for anything in this game. All right. Yep, gonna keep sprinting until we get there.
Reading loud and clear.
How about, well,
How can I
yeah,
help?
I'll let you go first. You guys go first.
Aye, aye.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't really
moving.
do much. And my jump jets don't work. That's wonderful. Yeah, jump jets don't work. The one thing about the, Hail Mastiff! Hail Lady Rano! We are preparing for Lady Rano's coronation parade. We got the word of disturbance coming from the road. A guard post behind us was attacked. Sir Raju found evidence of laser fire. Is the road behind you clear? Aye, all the way to the southern gate. Lead the way, Sir Raju. We'll file behind you and guard your 6. Our mechs are overdue for maintenance, but that isn't important right now. We need to worry about Lady Arano's safety. Now, my lady, have you come with us? No, you're lying to us. It's my coronation day. No mech tech would have sent you out here for parade duty in that condition. I am your sovereign, sir. You tell me what happened right now. Is that the way? Is it my sovereign, sir? Damn it, girl. We don't have time for this. Take them. Kill the old man and the mech warrior, but take Lady Arano alive. Ah, yes. Beautiful. So we just we exited the movement phase. We entered the combat phase. Now it's kind of getting to that turn-based combat that I was talking about that really makes this game unique versus the other Mecha Warrior games. You know, you're in this first person and the cockpit and all that great stuff. It's fun. But man, this is, I just love strategy games. Turn-based strategy is the best. I'm a huge fan of the XCOM games. I think I'll probably do some playthroughs of that eventually too. The first one. I love the first one. I did get the second XCOM, totally off topic, for PlayStation 4, and I was a little bit disappointed with it. Okay. Yeah, so I could just go straight up mutilate this guy with this. But you can see right down here, 70 melee damage. Probably not as great as just straight up attacking this guy. So you can see I can do quite a bit more, potentially quite a bit more damage by just targeting the Shadow Hawk and just taking it out in that way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Triggering an alpha strike.
So I just took out, by hitting that left arm of his with that, I just took out his entire armor, and bam, there we go, in one turn, one shot, I took out that entire left arm. Wow, that was nasty. And there the Shadow Hawk is. Yeah, that's another thing in this game you'll find. It's kind of one of those tips is, you know, you want to target the guys who are going to move next, right? So if you can debilitate them before they move, then you have the advantage, right? So, you know, guys that have already gone, I prioritize them the least. Okay. If you can, of course. You know what? She's got pretty good stuff. 40% is pretty crappy, and from this distance, LRMs are not very good. So just for heat management purposes, you can see right here, this is the amount of heat that this will generate in this turn. Here's the max heat before I have some structural damage. And, you know, the internal structure will take actual damage from an overheat. And here's my outside armor. I have a lot of outside armor. Just watch that stuff. Look, I can even turn this off. Heat management. I can make a really good thing. This is one of the low chances. Low chance. This is a good shot. We can just take out this Panther, hopefully in one shot. Not quite, but, you know, pretty substantial right there. How's this looking? You know what? And you don't have multi-shot yet. So, we could just do away with the Panther, but... And you know what? I think we will do that because the Shadow Hawk will not be able... The Panther will be next up. So, we're going to go ahead and take out the little guy here. And I will go ahead and remove the AC-2s, as they're essentially worthless from this distance. Again, it's really a heat thing. There we go. So, took out one of his things, took out his left leg. He's going to fall down now. Anytime you destroy a leg, they fall down. They can get back up even though their legs are destroyed, but they have significant penalties to like their shots and the damage they can do. Stuff like that, which is great.
I've got your back.
All right. So, Mastiff. Well, let's just see. What can you do? What if I do? What could you do if I moved you? I don't love it. You know what? Let's finish off this little guy. We're going to go in for a melee attack. When they're on the ground, we stomp them, which, if I remember correctly, possibly does... Is it double? No, it's 70. There goes the center torso. I think it's a double against vehicles when they the melee attacks. But maybe nothing when they're just knocked down. There's that Shadowhawk now.
You need more practice.
Yeah, he's gonna need more practice to get by. Well, you're in a beastly mech. So the great thing is, at this distance, Lady Arano is the clear choice because of all the SRMs that she's got. And you know, as before, there's absolutely no use in using those. I could watch the heat again, but you know what? Just because this is our last enemy, we want to make sure we take them out. I don't see any other enemies around. We'll have time to cool off. Let's just remove those LRMs and let's go for a full vault. And there we go. The center torso is destroyed. Highly incapacitated. Boom. And there it is. Kamea, can you hear me? Alexander, we were just under attack. The Royal Guard. My own guardsmen tried to take me prisoner. Ooh, excuse me. I just had dinner. The Royal Guard are killing one another in the halls. Lord Carosas' house guard just got gunned down in front of me. The tourney pavilion is a slaughterhouse. I won't let these seditionists, whoever they are, steal my birthright. There it is, the monarchy. We need to rally every loyalist we can find and push against the capital. I'll take the throne by force if I must. Go to the Roturo Township, to the armory. Your soldiers are using it as a rallying point. I heard Lord Decimus send his house guard there a few minutes ago. Someone's here. I have to move. Rally what forces you in and meet me at the tourney grounds. Be safe. You heard him, Mastiff. Roturo Township. We'll go there, rally the fighters, and march toward the southern gate and an army at our back. Kamea, I know that you and Lord Madera are friends, but we cannot take what he told you on faith right now. We don't know who we can trust. In this case, we do. Alexander has been my closest friend and confidant for as long as I can remember. His loyalty is beyond question. I trust him with my life and yours. Now, take me to the armory. All right, as you command, my lady. Yep, she makes the orders. Strong female protagonist. Okay. So, you can see the little mission markers. Sometimes they're kind of hard to see, but that's where we're going. Right there. So, yeah, since I'm the slowest guy around, can I go first? There we go.
On my way.
They're so much faster. You know, for only a 45-ton mech, the Blackjack is pretty slow.
Heads up.
Nice.
Got company.
Yeah. As to be expected. So once again, though, because we were in sprint mode, we were in movement mode, and all we did was just move. We should have fairly large amount of bleed in terms of our heat. You can see Mastiff has none, and I think that should be fairly consistent with the other people. I can only get there, and you know what? I don't know if I want to. Well, if I sprint, I can make it here and look. You know, I will do that.
Roger.
Get tree cover, get 3 pips of evasion. I'll talk about that in a second here, which you guys will see. After they go, I'm going to hit spacebar just to kind of speed up their turns. So you see, he just fired some kind of an autocannon at me, probably an AC-2. So you can see this next to Mastiff, and one of them just went off. He had 3 pips of evasion, and those will just help you evade attacks. When you are attacked, I'll go and move in with... actually, you know what, Kamei? You can't really do anything from that distance. But you know what? Neither can I, because I can't even get there. Okay, I will sprint up to here just to get in the trees and get some cover, but I'm not going to be able to attack because I have no line of sight. So I just get some more pips of evasion there. Okay, yep, I'll probably be able to go with her. I am just going to raw move, but man, I don't even know if I'll be able to hit him with the medium lasers. We'll see. Medium lasers have standard range, but you know, if it's not good... Oh, there we go. Actually, yeah, wow, those are a little closer than I thought. She has multi-targeting. That's interesting, because these scorpions, these little recruits, they are weak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a multi-target here. And I'm going to hit that long guy, that B, with those LRMs, which is really a nice shot. Now, I will say, I do want to direct... Can I direct one of the lasers? Can I direct both the lasers? They will have the highest accuracy. So I'm going to send all my short-range missiles at this guy, and my LRMs and lasers at this guy. And we're going to see if we can take them both out at the same time.
Engaging the enemy. Multiple targets.
It's got some good cover. There he goes. Actually, even that was overkill, sending all my rockets that way. And there we go. Just the lasers did it alone. Fantastic. So multi-targeting is really powerful, and that actually comes with gunnery. That was one of those things earlier when we were setting up our character you guys were looking at. And you said, oh, hey, gunnery, yay, gunnery's good, gunnery good. Awesome. All right, Mastiff. Oh, those are more vehicles, I believe. Okay, we'll go back into the forest and see what our little eyes can see. Centurion. I like Centurions. They are, for their tonnage, and I'm drawing a blank on their tonnage off the top of my head. It's a medium mech, which means I believe 45 to 55 tons, or 40 to 55, because I think 60 ton is heavy. It's super versatile little mech. So since I cannot see these guys yet, I have no line of sight. Looks like there's some kind of a ridge there. Even though they are on my scanners, I cannot even shoot at them. I have no line of sight, so I'm going to have to go ahead and brace. And it looks like he has bulwark, which we will talk about. Yes, he does. So that is, when I talked about guts earlier, that is one of the special traits for guts. And you can see with that bulwark, I got cover and guarded by just like being in the trees and not moving and defending that turn, which means I have a huge reduction. I think he must be maxed out on guts, but I think the standard reduction is 20%, then goes to 40%, then goes to 60% when you're really experienced. But so it's just such a massively powerful move, just because it can get rid of so much. Oh, nice. That guy's moving. Just because it can get rid of so much damage. I mean, 60% damage reduction on anything is significant. Just think about like a short-range missile that does 8 damage, 60% reduced. That's already 4 removed. That's I think it's either 4 or 5 removed. I am horrible at math, so we're just not even going to quote me on that. So she is in just raw overheat alert. She can't do anything. This is really a bad idea. You know, we need to cool off. I think we're technically, I don't even know what kind of terrain we're in. I can't see right now. So you know what we're going to do? We're actually just going to go ahead and brace. And this is part, I'll put this in, when I get around to making that video on just tips, I'll put this in my thing. You don't always have to shoot. You do not always have to shoot. Sometimes it's better to not shoot. Just move your guys forward. Great, we're going to go ahead and do that. You can see Cornbread or on the Blackjack, absolutely no heat. So anything we can let off in those salvos, we will. Okay, we're going to go ahead and fire up those AC-2s again. Now this is going to generate quite a bit of heat. And since these medium lasers, these guys are really weak, right? And since I don't have any multi-targeting, this is more than enough to get, and I don't generate any excess heat. I have more than enough. And there you go, vehicle destroyed. I had more than enough firepower right there. A really solid salvo on those guys. Okay, well, who's next here? All right, Mastiff. And you know what? Mastiff can go ahead and melee. Probably not necessary, but you know what? Let's save the ammo, right? These guys are really weak. He's within melee range. I don't know why a vehicle would ever come in melee range, but, you know, it's the AI and it's early in the game. And RIP. Awesome. Everything is awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead. Man, speaking of the Lego movie, one of those movies that surprisingly I like and my wife does not. Who would have thought? Okay.
Copy that.
Let's move it up. Everybody move it up. Back to the movement phase because there's no combat on there. Kamea, do you read me? It's Espinoza, your uncle. Do you hear me? House Espinoza is usurping the throne. Oh no. My uncle. It can't be my uncle, Victoria. Kamea, I just watched an Espinoza battle mech plow through an alley of civilians. This is happening, and it's happening now, right? So remember, your Victoria, your cousin, she has completely betrayed you. Your loyalists have fallen back to the market district. That's where they're making their stand. What's left of the Royal Guard are doing their best, but there's something wrong with their battle mechs. Wait, oh gods. Oh, there we go. Some kind of Aerial bombing attack. Wow, just like major GPU lag right there. That's really weird. I think that's just a bugged scene because my GPU usage didn't even spike. Oh, whatever. It's over, Kamea. Your ascendancy, the Aragon legacy, all of it. Victoria, what have you done? You know, Kamea, for years I've loved you like a sister, but then my father helped me see it. Your family's complacency. What it's done to the Reach. Our nation dwindles like a dying star, and House Urano is to blame. Ah, yes. America first. I mean, no. I mean, yes. My father offered you a path to glory. I'd have found it under your banner proudly. Served as your strong right hand. It was like a knife in my heart when you turned him away. Oh, wow. It's the rejecting of the uncle. Very sad. Damn it, Victoria. I taught you better than this. You taught me lies, Kamea, for the love that I once bore you. I'm going to give you a chance to surrender. I'll even spare the old man and his mech warrior if you stand down now. I don't want to see you hurt, but you cannot be allowed to rule. I'll see you hanged for this, Victoria. You and your father both. Do you hear me? Wow, that's pretty badass. You are traitors to the Reach, and I will fight you to the last. Indeed. Then you truly are a fool. I'll spare you in spite of yourself, but you've cost your royal escort their lives. Right, so basically now they're going to try to murder me and the old man, and, you know, they're going to spare her.
All Espinosa forces. This is Lady Victoria.
Ah,
Espinosa.
yes.
Lady Arano is to be apprehended and taken alive by my command.
Yeah, so let's take out these big mechs, and it's like they send 3 little bitches here to take us out. It's like, my goodness. This is like, what, 75 tons of mech? My goodness. We're going to mess these guys up. Okay, let's... Oh, yeah, 80, 80, 80, 90. Alright, yeah, we might as well just follow full salvo. I honestly think we can just destroy this guy straight up. Yep, goodbye, buddy. Oh, wow. Okay, knockdown. That's okay. Knockdown is good enough. Bottom line is, he will not, he's going to have a hard time hitting anybody with any sort of fire. All these guys are like damaged. It's like all these guys have been in combat. Again, Kentaro, I'm trying to think. 50-ton mech? 50-ton mech? It's pretty sizable. It's a pretty sizable mech. It's a nice mech. Oh, man. Why would he do that? Is just horrible. Yeah, well, he probably thought that his weapons were useless, which is, you know, true. Okay, let's... Man. We can hit this guy, we can hit this guy, not with much. That guy's knocked down. This guy's going to be tough to hit. You know what, Kamea, you can go, though. Nope, excuse me. Let's go back to Kamea. Let's hit 1. Let's find our target. Ah, yeah. Again, let's use multi-targeting, huh? Can't do much there. Let's do here. Let's do there. Let's go B with the worms. Oh, nice, B. Oh, okay, very nice. Now let's keep those A. Can you guys do better than that? Was this 65 on A? Yeah. So let's go that on B. Let's distribute a little bit. I think we'll be able to do some damage to both. Wow, I'm surprised. Okay, head pilot injured. I'm actually surprised he did so well. I think he's done. Yeah, I think he's done. Wow. What is going on? Did I destroy every body part except the center torso? Wow. Okay, no worries. We should be able to definitely finish him off, possibly finish him off, not do anything there. Let's just go finish off the cicada. I think that'd be good. It's always better, in my opinion, and I'm sure there are varying opinions on this. And you know what? Honestly, with this salvo, we don't even need all this, but we're not going to generate any heat anyway, so who really cares? In my opinion, it's always best to take out a mech if you can, right? Instead of distributing the damage, because that still allows them to then fire at you. You know, the quicker you can take more weapons out of battle, the quicker that the battle will turn in your favor. Now, that's just, you know, my opinion, man. So, there you go.
This is Lord Santiago Espinosa. With the unanimous support of the founding houses, I have assumed control of the Oregon Coalition.
I'm gonna go melee this guy.
I urge you to remain calm.
And goodbye. So there you go. Once again, just taking out another mech out of the battle, which is, just in my opinion, the best practices. All right.
You will not be harmed. Resist, and you will be fired upon.
Well, I'm hella resisting right now. So what he basically just did was he got to my back. Armor is generally a little bit weaker in the back. Well, it is. Even if you max it out, it's still worse in the back. Oh, okay, let's move you, Kamea. Let's go ahead and turn our screen here. Oh, that's okay. It's not the best. 70-70. I don't know if it's going to improve any more than that. That's okay, though. Let's, well, actually, 70 melee. Let's do it. Let's just melee him to death if we can. And they're destroyed his right arm. And then Cornbread should be able to finish him off with another melee attack. Oh, I can't melee attack him. Well. Oh, okay. I can medium laser him, though. Why don't you just go ahead and, yeah, reverse him. Man, where's the beeping sound? I mean, honestly, structure this size, what's going on? Safety first, man, then teamwork. There's no safety right there. Okay, let's go ahead. Come on, get out of here. There we go. Command, do you read me? Alexander, thank the gods. I thought I lost you when the bombs fell. You very nearly did, Command. The city is lost. We have to get off this planet, and we need to do it now. I can't have been in Coromordir. This is my home, my birthright. My goodness, these names. The battle's over, Command. Lord Madeira has the right of it. It's time for you to run. Escape from this madness and live to restore the coalition another day. You're both right. My uncle has won. The reach is his. We'll mourn for it later, the both of us. For now, you need to move. I have a dropship waiting at Shepherd's Pass. I'll be on my way right now. Hurry and meet me there, please. We're on our way.
You get to that ship, Alexander. I mean it. We will not lose you and my throne on the same day.
Definitely a little bit of crying there. There's no crying. We cannot cry. Must live to fight another day. No crying. Absolutely no crying. Okay. It's not going to give me back my... Ooh, we got more vehicle. Oh, that's why. The enemy. So there's... Okay, there's the dropship. Gotcha. And the dropships are cool, too. If you guys, once again, if you play the old MechWarrior games, you'll recognize these. Pretty sweet. It's just awesome. The whole lore of this game is cool, and it kind of holds a special place in my heart. Just as a young PC gamer playing these games, man, I just brings me back. And then, you know, bringing turn-based strategy to it. Perfect. You know what? Heat is not too big of an issue right now. So let's just go ahead and Alpha Strike. Yeah, Alpha Strike is basically, and they'll mention it too, sometimes they'll go, Alpha Striking, that's basically firing every weapon. And when you're customizing your mech, you'll see when you hover over the heat, you can see how much your Alpha Strike generates and how much you're dissipating, all that kind of good stuff. But basically, it just allows you to really monitor your heat levels, know that when you can fire all at once, or if not, or if heat will ever become a problem with that. So you can see once again, this is just way overkill. It's just super unnecessary. Let's go ahead and just take it down a notch. I don't even know I did that. These vehicles are super duper duper squishy. About as squishy as it gets. Vehicles in general, later in the game they can become a little tougher, but right now, pretty weak sauce.
Roger.
I was gonna say, I feel like I haven't been able to go with my blackjack in a while. Slowest mech. Give me a break. A headstrong fool to the end. Damn you for this. Captain House, destroy them, Mastiff, my cousin. All of them. Leave no survivors. And is for no survivors. Okay. Oh, hey, guys. Okay, 2 turrets. Pretty squishy turrets? Yes, light laser turrets. Okay, so once again, I'm going to do, with Mastiff, I'm going to focus all my energy on this mech. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do another multi-target because I can do some damage to one of these guys. With my Lerms, you can see 90% significantly increase. The range on Lerms is fantastic, but there's a minimum range, and you need to make sure you're within that. every time. So there we go. Some nice damage to that Wolverine. Man, that AC-10 really got him. Oh, for some reason I didn't see the missiles. I hope they fired. Because I just took a massive salvo right to the face.
My armor's in bad shape.
Yeah, you just took a huge thing. Did that not? Wow, that didn't fire at all. I could have sworn I did. Okay, weird. So yeah, once again, since heat is not an issue, we're just gonna go right up, and we're gonna send the Lerms long range. Now these are kind of interesting setups with Kamea and these guys. You know, it's really a nice combination of some normal range things with these, and then some long range. It's like kind of weird to see just a little Lerm 5 stuck in there, but I don't hate it. Let's get all these on. Let's tell them to go to B. Okay. Please work this time.
Discharging weapon.
Let's say that really did some good damage there. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, let's take out those turrets. Cornbread should be able to come up and at least take out some of these turrets. I don't know if he's in within. It'll be nice if this other mech is within medium range, but I'm just not quite sure. It is not. So let's go ahead and fire up the ACs. Might as well just try to take this one out. It should go if I hit it. Wow. Okay, never mind. AC2s, yeah. In one of my other plays, I have AC5s on that thing, and packs a little bit more of a punch.
My defenses.
Yes, Mastiff. Centurion. So yeah, I chewed through the armor there, but I still think we're in pretty good shape. And once again, I'm going to do multi-targeting, and this time I'm going to make sure, hey, we got that on. I think that's what happened. That's A. This guy's B. I didn't specify last time, and I want to put everything on that guy, and then that on A. There we go. That was just my stupid mistake. There the LRMs are, and there we go. Fantastic. Does he have an LRM? Was that an LRM 10 or an LRM 5? I just forget. I think he's got an LRM 10. He's armed to the teeth. Man, but I swear to God, the second attack is not fire. It's like a little. I'm getting glitched right now.
Armor breach.
No worries. It's a little bit upsetting, but no worries.
I'm listening.
Yeah, let's just. Why don't you do that?
I'll do what you ask. Going hand to hand.
There we go. Left leg destroyed. That will knock him down, which is great.
If you had any sense, you'd retreat.
Goodbye, little buddy. And then I can probably just stomp him with another guy, depending on how we're doing on heat. He lost some initiative. And once again, he'll carry a pretty hefty penalty. Man, I just hate how slow the... just hate how slow the blackjack is. That's like my biggest pet peeve about it. Other than that, I really like the mech. I really like the mech. Oh yeah, let me choose. I'll probably go ahead and, oh wow, popping off more stuff. I'll probably go ahead and save and restart before I do the next episode, just to make sure there's nothing glitching with these multi-target. I wonder if it's just too early in the game. I don't know. It's weird. But the lack of multi-targeting is really bugging me. All right, Mastiff's turn again. You know what? If I move back, I can hit him with the medium lasers. I can hit this with the missiles. I'm going to try this one more time here. Back up. Let's try a multi-attack. I'm going to like triple check everything. I'm tired of getting screwed here. Okay, multi-target. 1, 2. All weapons are engaged. Send the LRMs wide. Okay. Fire.
Aye, aye.
Okay, good. Now LRMs. Thank you. My goodness. I guess I could have just been making a mistake over and over again. I just like, man, losing my mind. Okay, beautiful.
Sounds good. I'm moving.
Yep, you're gonna go ahead and reverse E again. Like I said, seriously, man, somebody's got to have. I wonder if there's a mod out there. Beep, beep. I know it'll probably annoy the shit out of me after a little while, but I kind of like the general concept of it. So let's go ahead and take off these lasers. Once again, probably overkill, but these SRMs are just brutal to do 8 damage a piece. Oh, wow. There we go. I was going to say. My goodness. Sometimes there's like a delay between when the contact is made, and you like see the health thing stop going down, and you're like, what? And then all of a sudden it'll just explode, and what do you know? Alright, let's just get everybody to the drop site. Yay. Yay. As long as there's no more enemies. But did we get we got the Kentaro there, which means she's there. So let's get Arano, and me, and everybody onto the dropship area, and we're done. Thank the gods you made it, Kamea. Captain Halverson's prepping the engine now. In about 5 minutes, we'll depart. 5 minutes is a long time. Cornbread, see you later. Dr. Ramp, when you come aboard, come back at me. We'll hold this pass whoever comes down. Awesome. So, okay, allied turn. Your turn.
Forget what you've done for me today.
No problem. Oh, do we have to get over here now?
Location confirmed.
Maybe just with Kamaya. Get Kamaya to the dropship. All friendly units must survive. Oh. I was like, could have done. Hey, there we go. All units advance. I want you to take down that dropship. Destroy everyone and everything that stands in your way. Alright, CornbreadReturns, we'll fight side by side, wide each other's backs. Above all else, we'll keep Lady Arano safe. Warning, engine heat critical. Shutting down. Reactor could offline. Uh-oh. Shame. That's been happening a lot. Oh, they sabotaged my mech. You have numbers on us, and you've resorted to sabotage, and you're gloating about it? You've no honor. You're a vicious little brat. Not you nor your backstabbing father. Shut up. Shut your mouth, old man. My father is a great man, and I swear to all the gods you will suffer if you insult him again. Your father is a coward, and so are you, Cornbread. I want you to eject now. Punch out. You're no good to anybody in a broken mech, and I won't let you die today. Eject, Mech Warrior, now. That's an order. Alright, I'm out. Now come for me, Victoria. Your teacher is waiting. Come and show me what you've learned. So Mastiff, just in typical badassery, just off. And ladies and gentlemen, we have been streaming now for 47 minutes, or excuse me, recording now, 47 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here. Channel. Welcome. Hit the like and subscribe button on this video. That'd be so nice. And enjoy the rest of the series. I'm going to be putting in some more recording today and getting these up on YouTube. So that should be fantastic. Again, I really appreciate you for coming out. It's a new channel, CornbreadReturns. Tell your G in video games so much. Appreciate the support. I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in now. But thanks so much for coming out. Welcome to the channel, and I'll see you next time.